So today we are going to discuss about graded index fibers, fiber configurations, single mode step index fibers, multi-mode step index fibers, and its advantages and disadvantages. So further coming to graded index fibers. So in the graded index fiber, we can see that the refractive index is not uniform within this core. So that is observed from this particular diagram. We can see that the fiber core's refractive index is not constant, it is not uniform, it is going to be different, it is going to vary, and it will be maximum at the center. So as the refractive index changes from core to cladding, we can see that there is a gradual change in the refractive index as we move towards core from cladding. So at the core, the refractive index is maximum. So it is not uniform. So we can see that this has got a core and a cladding, and we can see the structure of this optical fiber, and this is a cross-sectional view of a graded index fiber. And here we can see the signal which is going to be propagated in a fiber in this manner. So here we can see the refractive index profile of the graded index fiber, and followed by the core radius of the fiber. So this we can see that the core radius represented as A. And here we can see that the path traced by the optical ray at each point due to the change in the refractive index. At each point in the fiber core, we can see that the refractive index is slightly different by a smaller value. So that we can see that N1 greater than N2 greater than N3, etc. So that is based on these points considering its refractive indices. Then so the size of the fiber is 62.5 micrometer, which is nothing but the fiber core radius, and here it is fiber core diameter, and followed by the cladding diameter. It is 125 micrometer. And normally these type of fibers are used for LAN applications, but it is costlier by 20% in comparison with the 50 micrometer and 125 micrometer fiber optic cable. So that is the difference what we find in terms of cost. So it is slightly higher, and the refractive index variation in this core is given by a particular relationship, that is n of r is equal to n1 into 1 minus 2 delta into r by a power alpha, where alpha is termed as a profile parameter. So depending on the value of alpha, the type of the fiber is going to be considered. Like the fiber profile is going to be affected with the value of alpha. So when r is less than a, this condition holds good for n of r. So that is for a core. Similarly, when r is greater than or equal to r, that is the radial distance from the core towards cladding, it is greater than or equal to a. In that condition, n of r is equal to n1 into 1 minus 2 delta to the power half. So which is approximately equal to n2. So this is the condition of refractive index variation in the core for a graded index fiber. So that is shown by this particular relationship. You can see that r is the radial distance from the fiber axis, a is the core radius, n1 is the refractive index of a core, n2 is the refractive index of a cladding, alpha is shape of the index profile or parameter, which is a profile parameter. It determines the characteristic refractive index profile of the fiber core. So the range of refractive index as a variation of alpha is shown in this particular diagram. So we can see. So this is how the possible fiber refractive index variation can be seen by considering a different values of alpha. So here we can see N1, here we can see, sorry, here it is N1, here it is N2. So these two are N2 and this is N1. Now we can see the value of alpha. So if the value of alpha is equal to 1, that is the profile parameter value is 1, then the type of profile which is highlighted here in a dotted line is triangular profile. We can see that this resembles the shape of a triangle. So it's a triangular profile. And the second one, wherein we can see that the value of alpha is 2. Whenever the value of alpha is 2, it is a parabolic profile. So this is a parabolic profile. Similarly, whenever I consider the value of alpha is very high, it reaches towards infinity, it means alpha is equal to infinity, then I can say that the graded index fiber, which is having a profile either a triangular profile or a graded index or a parabolic profile, graded index fiber changes into a step index fiber. So for a step index fiber, we know that alpha should be equal to infinity. So it has got a very high value of alpha. So that the graded index fiber can be made to operate as a step index fiber whenever the value of alpha reaches infinity. So this is the fiber profile variation which is observed in the fibers. Then a helical skew ray path within the graded index fiber. So here I have just taken a representation of the skew ray, how it is going to propagate in a graded index fiber. Similar to skew ray which is going to be propagated in a step index fiber. So normally we prefer to use a meridional ray or an axial ray in such cases. So we go to the next concept, that is fiber configurations. So here the fiber configuration mainly depends on the refractive index profile of a fiber and also the modes of the fiber. And depending on this, we can have three different fiber configurations. So one is a single mode step index fiber and multi-mode step index fiber. So these are related to step index fiber and multi-mode graded index fiber. So we can see that three different fibers are dependent on the refractive index profile and the number of modes in a fiber. So that is single mode and multi-mode step index fibers and also multi-mode graded index fibers. So here we can see that single mode step index fiber, the size of the core is very smaller in the case of single mode fiber, which is between 2 to 15 micrometer. And single mode fiber is also termed as fundamental or a monomode fiber. It is also termed as fundamental fiber or a monomode fiber. So by looking into this diagram, we can see that A represents the fiber core diameter according to this diagram. So A is a fiber core diameter. N1 is the refractive index of this core area of the fiber. N2 is the refractive index of the cladding area of the fiber. And this is a step index fiber. From the fiber profile, we can observe that this is a step index fiber. So this is how the signal gets propagated in the optical fiber, which is a single mode fiber, which is a step index type. Then what we have is a second type, which is a multi-mode step index fiber. And this multi-mode step index fiber is the most widely used optical fibers now. The reason behind this is the manufacturing or fabrication. It is very easy compared to a graded index fiber. And its core diameter is between 50 and 100 micrometer. So the numerical aperture of these fibers are very large. It means that the aperture where the light is to be launched is very large. So large aperture, and it allows more light to enter the cable. So that is what we consider here. If I consider the core diameter, finding it to be 50 to 100 micrometer, it has got a larger aperture and it allows more light to enter the cable. So we have seen that earlier, numerical aperture is nothing but the area of the optical fiber core which is normally used to gather the light into it or accept the light into it. And the light rays which are propagated here follows a zigzag manner or a zigzag fashion which is propagating down the fiber core. And also there are many paths that can be taken by a light ray which is during the process of propagation. So that is what we consider as a concept. And it exhibits total internal reflection. So the light is propagated and it exhibits normally a total internal reflection. Then the core of index refraction is higher than the cladding index of refraction. This is the known one, n1 greater than n2, so that the light enters at a less angle which is lesser than the critical angle, so that the light can be easily guided into the optical fiber. So this is the uh, total internal reflection in the multimode step index fiber. So we can see that. So N1 and N2, N1 is the refractive index of core, N2 is the refractive index of cladding, and N of R is the refractive index of this radial distance from the core to cladding. So that is what we consider. And here A represents the fiber core radius of the multimode step index fiber. And these are the propagations of optical rays into this optical fiber core. So this is what we consider as total internal reflection. You can see that the ray gets totally reflected into the same material as it strikes the cladding surface, or this is the interfacing part of the interfacing surface. So the light entering the core will exhibit the reflection through this cladding surface, and it is reflected back into the same core area. Then multimode graded index fiber. So the core size of a multimode graded index fiber is varying from 50 to 100 micrometer range. So there is a range which is specified by the optical fiber. And the light ray is propagated through refraction. So this is what we consider, the light ray is propagated through refraction. Then the light ray enters the fiber at a different angles. So this is what we consider. So the light ray is going to be through a process of refraction instead of a reflection. So that is the difference what we find between a graded index fiber due to its change in the profile configuration or fiber profile in comparison with the graded index fiber. So the light ray enters the fiber at a different angle. So that is a different thing when we consider a graded index fiber. And the light propagates toward the center of the core, so that is maximum, and it is intersecting at a less dense to more dense medium. So this is a known fact we have discussed earlier. Depending on the variation in the refractive index, the light is going to propagate. Then therefore the light rays are being constantly refracted and ray is bent continuously. So that is what happens in a refraction. It is nothing but a bending of a light ray when it is propagating from one medium to the other medium, or maybe due to changes in the refractive index in the same medium. Then this cable is mostly used for long distance communication. So normally we consider the optical fibers to be used for long distance communication, because that is the advantage of using an optical fiber. It is not suited for short distance application. We already seen under the disadvantage. So that is for graded index or step index fiber. So it is well suited for long distance communication. And it shows the multimode graded index fiber. So this diagram shows the multimode graded index fiber. We have seen that earlier with N1, so variation in the refractive index, so it is not constant, it is not uniform. So there is variation and it is maximum at the center of the fiber, core axis. So this is the core axis of the fiber, and this is the fiber core radius. So A is the fiber core radius of this graded index fiber. So this is what we consider for a multimode graded index fiber. Then so we look into the advantages and disadvantages of these two types of fibers, that is single mode step index fibers and multimode step index fibers, and also graded index fibers, which is multimode type. So coming to the advantage of monomode or single mode fibers, so it can have low intermodal dispersion, because broadening of transmitted light is eliminated. So this process gets eliminated because only one mode is transmitted. So there is a possibility of very low intermodal dispersion. Probably there might be no dispersion due to only one mode which is being propagated, but we cannot consider it as no dispersion. There might be a negligible amount of dispersion through this type of fibers, and the bandwidth is higher. So whenever we consider the bandwidth is higher, the information carrying capacity of such fibers will be very high. So it can carry more information. So that is the advantage of a single mode or a monomode fiber. in terms of a loss and in terms of a transmission. Then we have disadvantages of single mode fibers, and because of this extremely small size, interconnection of cables and interfacing with the source is very difficult, because single mode fiber size is something between 5 to 10 micrometer or 2 to 10 micrometer. So the size is very small. So due to its very small, extremely small size, joining the fibers, or what we call it as interconnecting the fibers or cables, is very difficult. And also interfacing this cable to an optical source is also very difficult because of its size. So that is one of the drawback or limitation of this single mode fibers. And as the refractive index is going to be reduced with the optical wavelength, the light velocity also may be affected because it is wavelength dependent. So the light velocity is dependent on the optical wavelength or the operating wavelength. So due to change in the refractive index, there might be variation in the optical wavelength. So normally it is reducing the optical wavelength, which affects the velocity of the light. Then lower tolerance requirements on fiber connectors. So whenever I consider fiber connectors, so that is a device which is used to join the optical fibers. But whenever I consider any connector, these connectors will also have some tolerance. But in this case, the tolerance is very less. So tolerance requirements of the optical fibers is very less. So that is the problem with the tolerance in fiber connectors. Then the advantages of multimode fibers. So light can be efficiently coupled into the fiber with the use of incoherent optical sources. So that is what we are going to consider. Light can be efficiently coupled into the fiber. So that is the advantage of multimode fiber. So using incoherent optical sources, it can be easily coupled to the optical fiber. Light can be coupled to the optical fiber. Then, since the numerical aperture is larger in this multimode fibers, we have seen that in the previous concept of aperture or numerical aperture, wherein the core diameter also plays a very important role, so that the light can easily be coupled into the optical source. So light from the optical source can be easily coupled or launched into the optical fiber due to the larger numerical aperture, and also due to the core diameter. Since the core diameter and numerical aperture are size is more, it is very easy to couple the optical signal. Coming to the advantages of graded index fibers, the graded index fiber have two different advantages here. One is it has got reduced refractive index at the center of the core. We can see that reduced refractive index at the center of the core, and comparatively it is very cheap to produce. So that is the advantage of using this particular fiber. It is very cheap to produce. So manufacturing of graded index fiber is very easy in comparison with the step index fiber.